Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda. So this is the Smiling Sannyasi, Ma Chidambara. And I have with me one of my most favorite Guru Behens, Ma Poornapriya, Ma Poornapriyananda.
Nithyanandam.
So yeah, we have actually done a video before together,
Yes.
but I wanted this video to be about how I actually came to know about Ma Poornapriya, and there's actually a beautiful story behind it, which will be the basis of this sharing. So I remember it was a special inner awakening in December of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one that I unfortunately missed out on, but someone that I was very close to in Australia, she went, and a lot of people from Australia went to that program. And after she had come back, she had posted on her Facebook, on her, what do you call it, the cover photo.
Yes.
There was a certain wallpaper which included herself and these two mysterious girls and Swamiji. And actually, after seeing that picture, she gave me her version of what happened behind it. But I was always very curious as to who are these special beings that are with Swamiji. So, Ma Poornapriya, if you want to share about what happened on that special day and how you got that lucky photo.
So actually, that was before either of us had taken sannyas or even had come to the Adinam as Adinamasi. So at that time, me and my friend Priyatma, we were both there for December IA, and we had, quickly gone up and eaten dinner because we were like, let's, eat dinner and go back to, we had to take a bus back to the other hotel. So we were like, let's run and quickly finish and go. So as we were running down the steps, we saw Swamiji, and he's like, oh, you guys are leaving? And we're like, yes, Swamiji. And he's like, oh, I was coming up to have dinner with you. And I was like, we were like, oh, okay, Swamiji, we'll come back up. So we came back up, and we were sitting down to have dinner with him. And, the moment I sat down, I was sharing with her this the other day. The moment I sat down, I was like, oh my God, he's going to read my mind. He's going to read me. He'll know I'm a fraud. Like, I pretend to be so much more religious than I am. I pretend to be such a better person than I am. He'll know I'm a fraud. And I kept thinking, don't read me.
And when we say reading, so that's the context of the people that are watching. So we know our Swamiji he's an enlightened being. He has his third eye fully awakened. So he can pick up on thoughts. He can pick up on our innermost feelings and whatever that we have that are in our inner space. So it's not just like sitting with a normal human being. It's sitting with someone who is well and truly beyond that.
Right. He's literally like the physical representation of the cosmos itself, you know? So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh God, don't read me. And then, randomly I was like, he was talking about, he was having like some casual conversations with us. And I was only like half listening because I was like so worried that he would know I'm a fraud. And then I just randomly had this thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we got a picture of this moment? in all my anxiety, I like had this thought. Mm-hmm. Literally, I like finished having the thought, and Swamiji called the cameraman, and he was like, look, come, let's take a picture. And I was like, oh my God, he just read my mind. And I was like, oh no, he knows. But it was like so, I don't know, it was like such a beautiful moment actually, because the thing that I wanted fulfilled from him, the picture, that small thing, he felt completely fulfilled. But I was expecting him to like, I don't know, like call me out on being a fraud or something, and not actually, doing like, I don't know, puja every day or something like that. At the time I was never doing that. And but he just completely fulfilled whatever I wanted, but then didn't, have any kind of expectation of me, and didn't have any kind of judgments of me, knowing fully what I am and who I am. He didn't have any kind of judgment of me. And I think you've had a similar experience too, right?
Yes. So mine isn't perhaps not as magical as this, but this is kind of this is what I always wanted to have experience with Swamiji, because I had heard from so many people that, you know, he's an avatar, he's an incarnation, he is the embodiment of superconscious energy, but I never understood that, right? So experientially for myself, I never had any of that, like, not proof is not the right word, but I wanted my own individual experience of that rather than other people saying that. And I definitely know and knew that there's something magical about him. So it was during Kumbh Mela in 2016. So at that time, for those that know me, would remember me as the doorkeeper with the trishul that Swamiji gave. And
I very much remember that.
it was a huge responsibility and a task that in that heat kind of got physically demanding on me. So as a result, my feet got really swollen and it was quite uncomfortable. So I had someone helping me with that responsibility. And as a result of that, so Swamiji used to call on me quite often for, you know, certain tasks. That stopped happening. So after I had this initiation, and he used to call me a lot by my Purvashram name. So after having this initiation, he had given me obviously this new spiritual name of Chidambara, and I was just sitting there at the door and he was calling on one of my brother brahmacharis quite a lot, and I had this small feeling of like a desire of how much I would love to hear Swamiji say my name, my new spiritual name. And also there was some doubt as to, oh, I wonder if I'm doing something wrong because he's not calling me anymore. And the moment I finished that, I recognize it's a powerless thought current. The moment I internalized and thought, no, he definitely loves me. He cares for me. He's more concerned about my healing than, you know, calling on me and me running about. And I know that because I have this small desire, it has to be fulfilled. He will fulfill it. The moment I finished that thought current, from the middle of the room, Swamiji ended up calling out my spiritual name for the first time ever.
Aww. So, and it's like such a, like, music to the ears.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or hearing him say,
that. Yeah. So thank you for that sharing. So basically, this is what life with Swamiji is like, life with an avatar. So he accepts us and he knows us more than we know ourselves. And he's ready and he is fulfilling all of our smallest wishes. And
yes, and it's, you know, these might sound like small, maybe even coincidences, but when you actually have the experience of it yourself, you know in your depth who he is and what he's really here to give you. The expansion and that super conscious breakthrough that he's ready to give you. So,
all right, thank you all for watching.
Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyananda. Bye.